The 800-pound gorilla in the room is health cost, health insurance cost, and long-term care cost. The government has tried. You remember the Clintons working on this. You remember Barack Obama working on this. You probably remember every recent president having their shot at solving healthcare and long-term care crisis in our country and around the world. Even the big corporations, JP Morgan, Amazon, Walmart, had a consortium. They tried to come together. No one has really got this all figured out. I don't know if it's too convoluted, too complicated, the costs are too buried, but no one up to this point has been able to solve it. So what are we going to do? We need to solve both health insurance and long-term care because there are 10,000 Americans every day turning age 65 that need to have this problem solved. And you might be one of those amazing Americans. So long-term care risk can be handled one of about 4 ways. One is to do nothing. Status quo, hope it doesn't happen to us. We call that the ostrich head in the sand approach. Not recommended, but I have to mention it because some people are using that strategy. Number 2, traditional long-term care insurance. There's pros, there's cons, there's cost. Typically, you'll see that those policies get more expensive and they eventually get taken away from you when you need them most. So I'm not a big fan of traditional long-term care, but that might be an option in some circumstances. Then you do a hybrid, a combination of life insurance and long-term care working side by side together, kind of having a synergistic effect. And then fourth, there's the out-of-the-box creative thinking where maybe you buy a long-term care facility yourself, you put your name under the door, and if anything happens, you're able to free up one of the beds because you're the owner of the facility. Something needs to be done. Let's have the conversation wisely and proactively, step by step, to see what works. Having no insurance and no conversation does not make the risk go away. There are wise solutions that may or may not be appropriate. We are going to have to look at each one, look at your unique circumstances, advantages and disadvantages, and come up with a solution that will work.